Hello, this is Stephen Bridges with the Goldthwaite Eagle, and this is your Goldthwaite Eagle preview for the August 10th edition. The Center City Fire leads our newspaper this week with big thank yous and photos and an article explaining all the damage and all the things that the firemen saved at during the Center City Fire that happened Friday and went on into Saturday of this past weekend. The Millstones concert will be Saturday night featuring the Crossroads Quartet. They're an international award-winning quartet that'll be singing right here in Goldthwaite, Texas. Also be singing in Hamilton. The Goldthwaite show starts at 7:30 and the Hamilton show starts at 2 p.m. So you want to be sure to make it there to hear not only the Millstones and other local acts, but the amazing Crossroads Quartet. In the Old Bird this week on 3A is where Mike Conrad and Mike Hoover of Goldthwaite made the All-Star teams in 1961 in Little League Baseball. It seems that Mike Conrad made the Little League All-Star squad and Hoover made the Senior League All-Star squad. So I guess you can figure out there who's older, Mike Conrad or Mike Hoover. So be sure and call the two Mikes if you know them, and razz them a little bit about being All-Stars, which we already knew they were. In the state capitol highlights this week, the record-setting heat and lack of rain prompts our local Texas legislators to prompts them into action. So you can imagine if they can spend our money like this, you can imagine what they can do for our lack of rain. So you can read all about that on 3A. On 4A will be Mike's Minutes and his football season preview. That we've got an article leading up into this year's football season, because yes, it may be hot and it may be August, but football's on the way. So he talks about the coaching stability in our wishbone offense and also the Mason Cowpunchers' new look, because it looks like they're going to be our main competition in the district. Sadly, on page 5 this week, we lost Lavina Mae Jones, 83 of Georgetown. As always, we hate to lose readers and friends and family. On page 6A, we have the Mills County State Bank Kids Corner. And listen, parents and kids, for 75 cents, you can buy a newspaper and fill out the Kids Corner and have a nice educational few minutes to kind of get your brain ready for school. And for that 75 cents, you can take it down and show them at the bank, and they'll give you a $2 pool pass. What kind of deal is that? You're making money with every newspaper. On page 7A is our jump to the firefighting crews that are battling Center City, the Center City Fire. And we have all kinds of photos taken by me and also Tommy Scott, and an article written by Tammy Pledger all about the fire and all the facts and figures in there. On page 8A, which starts our agricultural section, talks about the strong cattle prices and how the supplies of these cattle are dwindling, and how the drought is going to affect the next year's calf crop and also the prices in the future. So it's invaluable to our farmers and ranchers to have that information. In our Ag Roundup article on page 9A, Mills County Extension Agent Tom Guthrie has an article detailing the private applicator training that's coming August 18th, the Central Texas Cow and Calf Clinic, the Range and Livestock Drought Management Program, and some prussic acid information, which is really important if you're trying to cut hay and feed it to your cattle right now. On 10A is the Conleys. Chuck and Ruby Conley celebrate their 50th anniversary, which is a great milestone for them. Also, we have where the Commissioners Court met just Monday, and Tammy's written an article about how they talked about the drought, the fire, and the table cleaning bid, which is always interesting reading. If you've never gotten a chuckle lately, you might read the Commissioners Court, and they're always liven your day up. Because the Mills County officials right now are looking for landowners willing to donate water that can be hauled to the courthouse to water the courthouse lawn, because we don't want it to die, because as Judge Fulk says, we don't want $20,000 worth of dust out there. So we've put the lawn in, and it's up to the local citizens now to keep it alive. They are going to keep the grass alive, but it won't flourish without some extra water. And then on page 11A is our big feature article on the Millstones concert, which is going to be named this year Dreamland Serenade Saturday night. The Hamilton show will begin at 2 p.m. The Goldthwaite show will be at 7:30 at the Family Life Center. It's going to focus on the Millstones chorus. We'll also hear the Heartland Harmonizers, along with the Vocal Connection, which is a newer barbershop society chorus. And then the headline group will be the Crossroads Quartet, which is an international award-winning group. On page 1B is about the city, and the chamber is going to sponsor a chili goat cook-off that'll be held in October. But for any of those people that are willing to cook some chili, which we have a lot of good chili cookers here, they can sign up now, because you need to sign up now to get into it. And then talks about the Mills County Chamber Banquet, which will be September 13th, so you need to get that on your calendar. And then also the Wild Game Supper, which is November 26th, which is always a big deal. And also the Etheridge family of Gatesville has a photo in there celebrating 50 golden years of reunions. So that's wonderful family history we love to have in the paper. On 2B, the Goldthwaite City Council approves a budget of $3.5 million for this year. And in addition to that, they talk about the drought and a lot of the dispelling some rumors about the drought and how the city's dealing with it. And so you'll really want to read that. That's on page 2B. And also on 2B is Congressman Mike Conaway, Republican from Texas, that visited Mills County this week to hold a town hall meeting, and you want to read about that. Our local citizens weighing in on state and national issues. The Goldthwaite School Board met this week, and they have set the budget and related tax rate public hearing for August 29th. So if you'd like to discuss with the school board your taxes and how things are going at school, please show up August 29th. You can read the entire thing on 3B. Also, the accountability ratings for all the Mills County schools are in, and we'll just let you read it so you can see what those are. Some are good, some are not so good, and we want to encourage our schools to be as good as possible. The Farmers Market News, they answer the question of what is a city slicker. Deborah Long always writes an informative and entertaining article, and wants everyone to know that despite the weather woes, the remarkable farmers market has still got a lot of vegetables showing up, but you have to get there early on Saturday morning about 7:30 to get the pick of the litter over there. A neat little story about Madison Berry playing softball in New York City, and how the Hopper family, who was visiting New York City, found out about it and rented bicycles and ended up at Central Park and took some pictures with Madison Berry, which is a great little article about the thing that we always say over and over, that everything revolves around Mills County. It is the center of the universe. On the Fairways and Greens article is also the club championship will be August 20th and 21st. We want everybody to show up that's a club member and play in that golf tournament. And also a come and go reception for Jean Ketchum will be held Friday, August 12th from 11 to 1 at the Youth Center. We want everybody to know that. She's really got a tough road ahead of her, and we wish her well, and she's in our prayers. But come see Jean Ketchum at the Youth Center on Friday. And the Pretty ISD is going to have their meeting to discuss the budget and the proposed tax rate on August 22nd at 7:30 at the Pretty Lunchroom. Meet the Eagles night. How could I forget that? The Friday, August 12th at 6:30 at the gym. Nice and air conditioned for, so we've moved it to the gym the last few years. You can meet all the Eagles, see all the cheerleaders and twirlers and flag corps, and hear the band. It's going to be a great night. You can also get a hamburger and join the Booster Club. So we encourage everybody to show up there and support your Goldthwaite Eagles. Ranked number 3rd, by the way, in the state. So we're looking for them. Go Eagles. And then the scrimmage will be Saturday morning against Bangs at Eagle Field at 8 a.m. So you'll always want to be there for that too. And that's about it. That'll wrap it up. There's a ton of stuff in the Goldthwaite Eagle. These are just our proof sheets. I'll give you a little preview. Here it is. So there's your preview of the Goldthwaite Eagle. We hope you all pick it up in the newsstands. And even easier, subscribe. You can subscribe to the print edition online. You can subscribe to the online edition online, or both online. And you can get it anywhere in the world online or mailed to your door. We get it out of here every Wednesday before 3 p.m. and into the mail. And it's up to them to get it the rest of the way, unless you want it online. You can sure do that. And it'll be in your box, an email in your inbox on Wednesday morning, no matter where you are on Earth. So if you have an internet connection, I guess you could even get it on Mars if you had an internet connection. But this is the little town of Goldthwaite, the center of the universe, and this is Stephen Bridges signing off for the Goldthwaite Eagle. Thank you.